And we totally screwed ourselves by starting the first season 5 with Walt with his gun and us not really knowing what the end result of that was going to be.
At that time that we wrote that, we didn't know who he was going to use it on. We didn't know how he was going to use it. We had no idea the concept of this particular rig. I think we were thinking at the time he would just go full-on Rambo and just, shoot the hell out of the place. And this seemed more up Walt's alley, less physical, more cerebral, and therefore more Breaking Bad.
It is incredibly exciting when a showrunner decides they want to use an M60 in the final episode of a series.
This is one of those fluorescents that probably flickers on to life, right?
For this to work for Vince, the M60 had to be real, because he's got a radar for things that are fake. If he didn't buy it, then how could he expect the audience to buy it?
The trickiest thing here is having the gun stay in concert and in sequence with the explosions. I think that'll cyclic-wise, that should link up with the squibs the best. The squibs are tiny little explosive charges that are rigged on the backside of this wall that go to little pre-drilled holes in the wall.
We have 200 bullet hits in this wall, including the glass. What we're going to do is everything has got numbers. It'll go all the way across. It shoots out all these windows. We have trunnion guns outside shooting into the plexiglass. Between this and the inside of the compound, we have 7 miles of wire, because we have to be able to get where we can see the gun. We have to be able to get where we can see people to make it safe.
This has been done since time immemorial on movies and TV shows, and it works really well. And this is old school squibbing with a nail board.
Basically, every time that the positive end, which is my striker, hits the negative end, which is the nail, we formed an electrical loop that goes through the squib. Every time this hits, one of those squibs pops out on the wall.
So he'll be right behind the gun next to the camera, and as he's going, he can watch and kind of speed up or slow down if he needs to. And as that gun comes back, he can work this. So we want to keep those hits right in line with the gun.
Boom, chunk open.
He's going to go down that fast.
I call that just fine.
Okay, we're going hot.
Ready? Going hot.
Weapon is hot, safety's off. You have the trigger.
Okay.
We are hot.
Hot.
Trunk is closing.
Let's make some noise.
Go! Well done.
Hey, great job. Hey.
So Vincent had to shoot a shootout at the exterior of the compound, and then a whole nother shootout for interior back on stage, which was squibbed in both directions.
There you go. Let's just take it from one. Take it from one. And action.
You know, the final shootout scene was super fun. It really was. It was just, when you're a kid and you're playing cowboys and Indians, cops and robbers, but this is just on a much bigger scale.
3, 2, 1. Bang, 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 bang. Just like that. And it's going to keep going.
That was good. It's going to be, I think it might be a little slower than that.
Okay.
It's
1001, 1002.
One Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Yeah.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Bang, 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 bang.
That was pretty cool.
One like that.
Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our big day. So we're going to walk through all the elements here. We do have a number of cameras set up. We'll have a lock-off camera over here where Tristan is, as well as down here. Behind the glass is operated with Lynn, and he has full protection back here. Anyone that is going to be with Lynn's camera must have full ear protection.
We had a ton of squibs set up on all the walls. I think 250 on one wall, 300 on the others, and then 50 or 60 within the room just blowing stuff up.
These walls are all wired with explosives, so they can't be moved. And every time you touch something, you have to ask a special effects expert, hey, can I mess with this? And so it makes for a very time-consuming day.
We start right at the fridge. Bullet hits start here. This gentleman gets killed. We work our way all the way over to the dartboard. Takes 2 seconds. Then we work our way back. Takes 2 seconds, and we're going to stop. Vince, do you want to stop at the fridge, or you want to go a little bit further?
So it was a really dangerous scene, and we had stuntmen intertwined with actors.
That's pretty cool.
Is that enough energy for you?
Bam, bam, bam. Maybe that's the way to do it. Yeah.
Every department has to work together so well in a situation like this because, you know, if one person makes a wrong move, we have to do the whole thing over again.
You can't afford to waste that kind of shot. So he's smart to have that many cameras. He's smart to get little close-ups of certain things. And that was the way to do it. And we rehearsed and rehearsed it till everyone had their timing down. Because one guy screws up and that shot's ruined.
Action! 2, 1, back!
Right now, I'm just dead on a lazy boy chair, but you know, all this stuff is going on around me, and then just even playing dead on a show like this is intense.
After we did our big pass of squibbing up the inside of the clubhouse, we went back in, we got some detailed shots.
Behind you, we'll have one pass of and it's a one take kind of a deal. Okay. Does that sound?
That sounds doable, yeah.
Right on. You're the man.
You see all of the barrage of gunfire. And I got it on one take, which was pretty incredible.
3, 2, 1, go! 3, 2, 1, go!
We're getting great stuff. We're doing all this squib work. It's just that we have, in my homework for the day, in my shot list for the day, I had 35 setups, which is a hell of a lot of setups for a day that does not involve special effects. But because we're blowing stuff up right and left, we're getting everything I wanted to get. It's just, you know, will we make it in the number of hours allotted? I tend to think probably not, but...
That's the time. Right there, 21:47. We have a lot to do. Tomorrow is Good Friday. Today is Terrible Thursday. I don't know if we're gonna make it.
Every piece of that takes a very long time to set up. Special effects take a while to set up. There were a lot of stunts that had to be worked out and rehearsed with the actors and orchestrated.
You're dominating.
Oh, God, you're so heavy. Holy shit.
When Walt and Jesse are on the floor and you're shooting over them to the wall behind them being squibbed, it's too dangerous to put the actors in that position. So we'd lock our camera off, throw some debris on them, take them out, and then shoot up the wall. And then you marry the two things together. Camera stays locked for both shots. Tracers are burning material that goes with the bullet, and of course there's no bullet flying through the air. Right. We're firing blanks. So we knew the tracers were going to have to be put in CG.
That was an element that we were really excited about, and we knew it would elevate the scene.
Once again, Vince's absolute goal with everything is to be as real as possible and yet as cinematic as possible. The look we're going for is as if the tracers had been filmed in real life.